My name is Sam Tation, and I wanted to talk a little bit about something I'm not really seeing a lot online. It's actually about something called QSync, or QuickSync. It's a metal encoder that will help you stream, or whatever you're trying to do, record. But I wanted to talk about what is it, and will it help with your performance in game. Check it out. Take a look here. So this is it right here, QuickSync H.264. You can find it in any Intel GPUs. Either it's integrated or actual ARC, the Intel ARC. I personally have a Intel integrated graphic card. This UHD graphics 770. Has 15.9 gigabytes of shared GPU memory, which is not necessarily the same as what NVIDIA will offer, which is dedicated 8. But I do have options to use the encoder as I'm using it right now. I do have options to use this here, NVIDIA NVENC H.264. And that's what I primarily used, but I recently did some more research on QuickSync and why isn't it being talked about. But taking a look at my settings, we got control bitrate. I'm doing up to 6,000 because that's what Twitch recommends. You can go beyond 6,000. You can ignore the limiter on what they recommend here. So you just ignore that, and you can go up to 8,000. But that's mostly for anyone that's partnered. I personally haven't really used it, so I don't know how that's going to actually be. But I turned my target usage to TU1, the slowest for the best quality. And the only reason I'm able to do that is because I do have Intel 13th generation i7. So I think that's enough for me to run encode the game, because technically this graphic card itself can run most modern games, just not in favorable FPS. So it didn't really matter to me. So I'm using that. I'm turning my profile to high. I'm trying to get the highest quality possible without coming from Nvidia, so this is a little weird for me. Keyframe interval, I think Twitch just recommends to. You can have it on auto, but I recommend to as well, just because I don't think the auto's going to have to take some time to process what it's going to do for that time. So if you're playing like high-paced games like FPS games or anything that's going to be fast-paced, is not ideal for your performance or for the viewers. It's going to look very bitty, kind of weird, blotchy. You don't want that. Latency, normal. You can always turn your latency to ultra low if you prefer to have more frames for yourself versus the viewer's experience in terms of quality. And then of course B frames, I put on 0. And what this will allow me to do is give me the highest quality for my viewers. You can also go to 3, or you can go to 2. Personally, I just want the best for my viewers when I can. So, small streamer. I'm a small streamer, so I went ahead and did that. Now, subjective video enhancement. I did some research online on that, and it wasn't really coming up as much. It just kind of helps, as it says in its name, enhance the video experience for your viewers. So I kept that on. In terms of audio, I put on the highest one that Twitch recommend, which is the highest one that OBS will go, is 320. I'm keeping that there, and I don't really do any recording on OBS. I do it on NVIDIA Shadowplay. But yeah, this is what I used here, and here are the results. In terms of the actual quality that you're seeing here, and this is a replay. So if you do like to keep VOD, this will give you an idea of what to expect. Which honestly is not bad. It's not bad at all for a VOD. Now, I'm noticing as I'm watching it with you guys now is I do see like this little screen effect, like a bitrate issue, or it could be the actual encoder itself. It does look like more faster movements that I see like little blocks popping up, which that's me nitpicking. Probably on a cell phone or a smaller screen, you won't be able to see this. This is a 4K monitor we're looking at. So, give or take. But I'm actually going to show you guys an NVIDIA one too, and I'll let you guys be the judge of what you see. So going back, pause this. Let's mute that. Pause that. Going back, this was recorded on the NVIDIA one. VOD page. Of course, we're playing some gun game. 1080p 60 frames. That's what I record on. Let's see, game file, count me. Let's go to skip over. So, watching this VOD, it's so minuscule. I can hardly see. Actually, no, I see it now. Anyways, yeah, it's very similar. They look very similar. I don't see why I shouldn't stick with QSync. Okay, Sam, calm down, calm down. I don't see why I shouldn't stick with QSync, only because I will get my frames back. Because I'm hitting 100 frames right now. If you look at the top left corner, I'm hitting 100 frames, which I usually sacrifice my frames. Sometimes I get like these really bad stutters, just so I can make sure you guys they're getting the best viewing possibility, and I get the best VODs back. But going back to this, I'm okay with this. I mean, that's a huge difference there. I can see that one part. I see that part when there's more action on the scenes, more particles. It does pop up. Which particles are handled by the CPU, so it makes sense why during that part where we came back with those oats, there was very blotchy, which makes me want to think. I'm thinking now. Hold on, let's doing this. And again, I'm doing this for you guys to see if you are kind of in the same boat as me. Do you want to use QSync or do you want to stick with Nvidia? Because Nvidia's running the game. That's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. AMD and Intel, they're not really being mentioned here. I think even in the Twitch recommendations, they don't even show anything with anything else. I think I have it. Hold on. Let's take a look. Yeah, see? It don't even mention, they mention CPU X264 specs, but I don't recommend that because that will just destroy your frames and it's a horrible viewing experience for your viewers. The first one they recommend is Nvidia. There's no AMD, so it doesn't talk about AMD specs. There's no Intel, so it doesn't talk about the QuickSync. I like to say QSync. I'm gonna keep saying QSync. It doesn't talk about that though. This is what they recommend. It's a little funny to me, but that's why this video is gonna exist. We're gonna look for something a little bit more intense. There's the oats here. Looks like some reused Kasune. So here comes the oats. Yeah, it did the same thing. Not as profound and blotchy. Oh, there it goes. Yep. Yeah, at the end, I don't see why I shouldn't use QSync. I get my frames back, and the viewers only suffer a small, minor inconvenience when it comes to viewing. But I don't think anyone's gonna nitpick it like I am, because that's just me. So yeah, I think this might be one of the next best options if you don't want to sacrifice your frames, or if you don't have a secondary computer, you're a single CPU, a single desktop user as I am, trying to stream at 1080p 60 frames per second. If you got the processing speed and you have a integrated graphic card, I don't see why you shouldn't use it. It works really well. So this is the GPU. One more time, let's look at the Intel one. Now maybe like CPU based game like Minecraft, I think that might be a big issue. You might just want to use your Nvidia. I guess it depends on what kind of streamer you are too. If you know your game is heavy on CPU, I probably wouldn't use it. I mean, let me know if you want to see a test. I'll do a stream test. I got Minecraft. I'll play Minecraft at its highest settings and see what happens with that. But now that Minecraft offers ray tracing, it might not use the CPU as much. We'll find out. We can find out. But yeah, just let me know down below if you want to see more of or any kind of recommendations. I will be more than happy to talk about it. I love talking about tech. So let's do it. And if this is going to help you guys in the future in the stream and get your career going, and what would be the best settings for you, I'll talk about it. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this quick video of Nvidia and QuickSync. Again, let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.